Alrighty, the moment that all of us Ultraboost heads have been waiting for. Well, not really, these aren't like that exciting, but it's cool to have a new updated version of the 19, I guess. And it kind of seems like with these being called the Ultraboost 20, we'll probably be seeing a yearly iteration that resembles this and evolves as the years go on. And I'm not mad at it. I like these more than the 19s already, just by looking at them. I wore them for a couple hours in the gym this morning. I'm pleasantly pleased with them. And for some reason, it took forever to get to me, but you know, here they are, and let's get right in. So as you can see, I went true to size. I am a 10.5. We'll get more into that later on. Ultraboost 20, and you're just getting that split top, all black box. This is kind of like what all the Ultraboost shoes are coming in since the Washington Huskies models dropped 4 months ago. I'm guessing. I don't know when it was. It was a while back. Within the last 6 months, this box took place of the traditional purple and yellow boost box. I like it when I first saw it. It's already kind of getting boring. It's a black box. I like the split top though, that's kind of cool. Enough about the box, man. Let's just get into the shoes. Going forward, I'm going to go ahead and break these down top to bottom to the best of my abilities. And my abilities should be pretty good considering I reviewed what seems like 100 pairs of Ultraboost. Not really there yet, but might as well be, right? You've got a full black prime knit upper, not full, I take that back real quick. You've got a partial black prime knit upper on this particular colorway, all the way up to the back panel of the shoe, the tongue, toe box, all of that prime knit. And then taking over for the back panel is a neoprene. And it's kind of a cool change of pace because you've always had like neoprene-ish inner liners, not always, but on a lot of Boost shoes. And it's cool to see that wrap the back panel. A lot of times on shoes, your back panel gets rubbed up against things, you knock it with the other shoe. And when it comes to neoprene, it's a very strong and durable material, you know, versus the prime knit that can get hung up and snagged on things. Neoprene's not really gonna be that. I'm not saying that it's indestructible, but it's a definite good material to have, especially on an athletic sneaker like the Ultraboost. You've got a brand new pattern around the toe box as well. As far as the pattern goes, it almost looks like a bunch of paper clips outlining the toe box, like where the mud guard would be. Just loops, if you will, on that outer portion. And then the toe box is just almost remnants of an OG Ultraboost. Now running up to the cage, you've got a rubber cage with 3-stripe branding, both lateral and medial sides of the shoe. It feels a lot different than anything else that we've ever had cage-wise. It's a very thin and versatile material. It's not as stiff, not as structured as that from previous models. It's got a lot more conforming aspect to it, so it will hug your foot a lot more, especially if you're one of those people who snugs your shoe up really tight when you're running or whatever you're doing. Definite good change of pace, which is why I like the 20s better than the 19s already. Laces on these, 1 pair of laces, flat black cotton laces. You can see the tongue tag right here, reveals that NASA ISS Labs logo. These are a semi-collaboration, I guess, with NASA, and Adidas was kind of granted the rights to use that ISS National Lab logo and branding in their campaign for these. I think they kind of went with something along the lines of, you know, escaping gravity, or, you know, the lack of gravity, because it is a light Boost shoe, a lot of bounce, a lot of energy. Just a marketing campaign. Can't really hate on it, is what it is, but that's why that is there. Not a full heel cup, but a counter nonetheless. Still has these, I guess, windows, I've always called them. You've got holes in the counter pieces, and that reveals the neoprene below there. On the back panel, you do have an accent piece right here. Does nothing, but aesthetically a cool little piece. It is orange, and there's a slew of colorways that drop with these, and the most elaborate ones were a bright solar orange-ish with this same midsole, and then also in a white midsole versions. Other than being an accent piece, if you are, you know, out running and stuff, it does catch people's attention if they look at your shoe and see a bright colored line moving up and down while you're running. So might be there to prevent possible accidents and things along those lines. You do have removable insoles as usual when it comes to the Ultraboost 19 and now the 20. Adidas Performance branding, more of that ISS Lab branding right above that. Opposite shoe, same branding, just in text form on this particular one. Now heading down to the midsole, in this particular colorway, it's almost a blue to purple chameleon. I say chameleon because I used to be really into like the import car scene, and a lot of people would paint their cars with that chameleon iridescent paint that would just kind of change when light hit it, and that's the same kind of vibe that I got from these. I'm not super about it. I just think it kind of looks a little tacky, but I did want to pick up a pair with this particular midsole color just because we're so used to seeing a white boost midsole that it would have just been redundant as usual. So iridescent, chameleon, whatever you want to call it, blue to purple, and every time the light hits it in different areas, it does kind of change the shade of that color. So to the best of my knowledge, the same exact shape as the 19s. It's a ton of boost, a lot more boost than you do get on a regular Ultra Boost, especially in the heel portion, and very comfortable. These on feet feel great. There's a lot of support, a lot of comfort, and a lot of stability. Headed down to the outsole, you've got that same stretch web rubber Continental branded outsole. Center of the shoe does feature that torsion fork. This colorway features the orange hits right there in the middle. And all in all, that's pretty much the full breakdown of the Ultra Boost 20. I'm not mad at it. I think it's got definite upgrades from the 19, and I think that's really all you can do when you're getting a shoe that's dropping yearly. The addition of the neoprene, the change in the knit pattern, the iridescent boost, the co-branding with NASA, it's all cool, and the rubber cage. For whatever reason, I just really fell in love with the cage, so that was a good addition as well. Pricing comes in at 180 bucks, very typical of an Ultra Boost, and hopefully they stay there and don't go up. As far as comfort goes, extremely comfortable shoe, right? Nearing like a 8.8 to 9.2, somewhere in there out of 10. Very comfy. It's definitely very wearable all day long, no matter what you're doing, walking, jogging, running, just chilling, whatever you're doing. It's a very comfortable shoe. Sizing, go true to size. I've never ran into a problem with the 19s or the 20s as far as sizing goes. Go true to size. I always have. I leave the insoles in on these shoes. They're very comfy. So that's pretty much it, guys. Again, this is your Ultra Boost 20. This was my first look at it, and I had to share it with you guys. This is the core black colorway with that iridescent outsole. And I will throw these on feet, give you guys a better look at them aesthetically. And other than that, please leave a thumbs up on the video. As I always say, I know it's getting old. It helps the video. It helps the video a ton, and I appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. Tap that little bell notification and get an alert every time I put something up on this channel. I appreciate each and every one of you that shows support and shows love and continues to watch the videos. It means the world to me, and that's gonna do it. I'm RJ. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.